Subtraction of unsigned number. Subtraction of subtraction of subtraction of unsigned numbers. Subtraction of unsigned numbers. Subtraction of unsigned numbers. This word unsigned is very important. This word unsigned is very important. Can someone tell me what is the meaning of unsigned number?
Without number.
Unsigned numbers. Subtraction of unsigned numbers.
Subtract.
What? Can't understand what you are saying. Unsigned numbers. Subtraction of unsigned numbers. Can you repeat once again? Someone is saying something I can't understand.
Negative or positive.
Okay. Okay. What you are saying is correct. Here we are not concentrating on the sign. We are not concentrating on the sign. That means whether the number is positive number or negative number, that we are not take caring. That means we are not considering the sign. We are not considering the sign. Simply what we are considering simply the numbers. Okay. Here we are not considering the sign. We are considering simply the numbers. We are not included sign. We are not included the sign. That is the meaning of unsigned number. Subtraction of unsigned number. Subtraction of unsigned number. Here, before subtraction, we have to know some terminology regarding if I perform addition and if I perform subtraction, what is the result I am getting, and what are the terms we are using? What are the terms we are using in addition as well as subtraction? We have to understand here. Now, if I am performing a plus b, if I am performing a plus b, and I am getting some result as C. If I am doing A plus B, I am getting the result as C. Now we can call this A as can call this A as we can call this A as agent. AUG AUGEND agent. Okay. Now this B we are calling it as addend. This B we are calling it as addend. 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 Agent and addend. Okay. Now this result we are calling it as C. We can calling it as sum. Result we are calling it as sum. Okay. Now sometimes both A and B we are also calling it as addend only. Sometimes both this agent and addend both we are calling it as addend only. Addend only. Sometimes we are calling both as addends only, and this sum sometimes we are calling it as a total. Sometimes we can call it as a total. These are the basic mathematics. I hope you already know, but the terminology is different. Okay, there is simply we are calling it as a first number, second number. I hope some people already know these terminology, agent and addend. Okay, agent and addend. Okay, if we do the same thing in subtraction, can someone tell me what we are calling it as? A minus b equal to c. A minus b equal to c. Now a we are calling it as someone know the answer, please let me know. A we are calling it as minuend. A we here in subtraction, a we can call it as minuend. A we can call it as minuend. In this subtraction, b we can call it as subtrahend.
Apprehend.
Okay, subtrahend. I hope you know. Subtrahend. Okay, subtrahend. and C we can call it as difference.
Difference.
C we are calling it as a difference. I already told you whenever we are performing binary subtraction, there the result of what we are I am saying it as a difference. This we can call it as a difference. Thing we are achieving with x plus now subtraction of unsigned numbers by using r's complement. The first case what I am considering here is r's complement. R's complement subtraction. R's complement subtraction. This is also important. Why? Because what type of complement you are using, what type of subtraction you are going to perform, whether it is r's complement subtraction or r minus 1's complement subtraction, that you should check clearly. Okay, you should understand. Now here I am using r's complement subtraction. X minus 1, I am achieving this x minus 1 operation by performing x plus r's complement, x plus r's complement of x plus r's complement of y, 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 x plus r's complement of y. If you are performing x plus r's complement of y, x plus r's complement of y, then you are getting some result or not? You are getting some result. Okay, x plus r's complement of y, then you are getting result. Now in this result, suppose in this result, here we have to consider two cases. The case 1, here we have to consider two cases. One is if x is greater than or equal to y. If x is greater than or equal to y. In the first case, if x is greater than or equal to y, then in this case you are going to get an end carry. Then in this case you are going to get an end carry. You are going to get an end carry. In this case you are going to get an end carry. If you are getting an end carry, when in the case 1, if x is greater than or equal to y, definitely you are going to get an end carry. If you get an end carry, what we are doing in this case, simply discard the end carry. What we are doing here is simply discard the end carry. Simply discard that end carry. Simply discard that end carry. Discard that end carry. Simply discard that end carry. Discard the end carry. Discard the end carry. End carry. Okay. In the case 2, if suppose x is not x is less than y, if x is less than y, suppose if x is less than y, in this case you don't get, then you don't get any end carry. You don't get any end carry. Don't get any end carry. Don't get any end carry. You don't get any end carry. What I have to do? If I don't get any end carry, what we are doing? Now,
Borrow.
just listen, not completed. Don't be hurry. First, understand the concept. If we don't get any end carry, now what we are doing? The result what we are getting in step 1, suppose in case 2, if x is less than y, then in that case we don't get end carry. The result what we are getting in case 1, we are calculating once again the r's complement of the result, r's complement of the result, and r's complement of the result, result that we occurred in step 1, result that we got in step 1, result in step 1, and place a negative sign, step 1, and place a negative sign, and place a negative sign in front of the result, and place a negative sign, and place a negative sign, place a negative sign in front of the result, place a negative sign in front of the result, in front of the final result, place a negative sign in front of the final result. Now if I want to perform m minus m, if I want to perform m minus n by using r minus 1's complement, how I am performing that m minus n? M minus n I am achieving that m minus n I am performing m plus m plus m plus r minus 1's complement of the m plus r minus 1's complement of the m plus r minus 1 complement of n, m plus r minus 1 complement of n, m plus r minus 1's complement of n. In order to perform subtraction by using r minus 1's complement, how I am performing? I am considering my mind, I am adding my minuend with r minus 1's complement of the subtrahend. This is here, the subtrahend is n. Now I am getting some result or not? Now what are the cases? Now here in the first case, suppose if m is greater than or equal to n, suppose if m is greater than or equal to n, definitely you get an end carry. Now what we are doing, if we get an end carry in r minus 1's complement, if it is a r minus 1's complement, what we are doing? We are not discarding this end carry. Very, very important point. We are not discarding. Now, what?
Sir, you are muted. Sir, you are muted.
Now, in order to perform subtraction of r minus 1's complement of unsigned numbers, in order to perform subtraction of unsigned numbers by using r minus 1's complement, the same way how we are doing subtraction of r's complement of unsigned numbers, we are following the same procedure. In place of r's complement, we are calculating r minus 1's complement. Here also we are adding minuend m. We are adding minuend m to the r minus 1's complement of the subtrahend. Here also two cases. In case one, definitely if m is greater than or equal to n, you get an end carry. If you are getting an end carry, what we are doing here? In r minus 1's complement, we are not discarding that end carry. We are adding that end carry to the sum. What we are getting? We are adding that end carry to the sum or the result what we are getting in step 1. We are adding that sum. We are adding that end carry to the least significant bit position of the sum. I am repeating this case 1. If m is greater than or equal to n, definitely in that case we are getting an end carry. In r's complement, what we are doing? Simply we are discarding that end carry. If it is a r minus 1's complement, we are not discarding that end carry. What we are doing? Simply we are adding that end carry. To the least significant bit position of the result, least significant bit position of the sum, or least significant bit position of result, which we obtained in step 1, which we obtained in step 1, which we obtained in step 1. Now in case 2, the case 2 is similar, case 2 is the same. Can someone tell me case 2 what we are doing? Case 2, if m is less than n, in this case we don't get any end carry, in this case what we are doing, the same thing what we are doing in r's complement.
R's
Can someone,
will take this sum.
we take the sum which is obtained in step 1, we take the sum which is obtained in step 1, then what we are doing for this sum, what we are calculating?
R's complement.
R minus 1 complement.
Sorry, someone is saying r's complement, you are wrong. Someone is saying r minus 1's complement. Very good. Here we are performing subtraction by using r minus 1's complement. For this sum, once again we have to calculate r minus 1's complement, and finally what we have to do? Finally we have to put
Yes,
a
Raj.
negative, we have to
Minus
put a
sign.
negative sign in front of the final result. This is our final result. We have to put a negative sign in front of the final result.
Complement.
R's complement subtraction. Okay, now before doing directly the problem, we have to understand how we are subtracting. Suppose if I want to perform a minus b, by using r's complement, how I am doing that a minus b? A minus b equal to a plus r's complement of a plus r's complement of b, a plus r's complement of b.
B.
Now here I am getting some result, sum plus sum. That result I am considering it as a sum. Sometimes depending upon these magnitude values, sometimes you get end carry, sometimes you don't get end carry. Okay, that we are going to see in this problem. Now case 1, if I get an end carry, what we are doing? If case 1, if I am getting an end carry, what we are doing? If I am getting an end carry, when we are getting an end carry?
Discard. X is greater. A is greater than B.
If A is greater than B, greater than or equal to B,
Are
then I
equal
am get greater than or equal to B, then I am getting an end carry. Okay. Now, if A is not if A is less than B, in that case I don't get any end carry. These point you should remember before doing the problem, before solving the problem. If we are getting at the end carry, simply we are discarding that end carry. In case 1. Simply discard that end carry. Suppose in case 2 we are not getting an end carry. What we are doing? Take the sum which is obtained in step 1. Calculate the r's complement of the sum. And put a negative sign in front of the final result. This is what we are doing. Am I correct? Now see the problem. Now this is our minuend m. Or a. You can write it as anything. This is our subtractant n. Now what we have to do first? We have to calculate the r's complement of the subtrahend. This is our minuend, this is our subtrahend. Now don't use your formula method whenever you are doing these kind of problems. Directly apply the shortcut method. Now how we are calculating the r's complement of the subtrahend? How we are
5
calculating?
9s minus 7 2 5 4 6.
Very good. 72546. 72546. 72546 r's complement. 72546 7 to 546. We are calculating the tens complement. Tens complement. Okay. Directly you can use apply your shortcut method. Now I want answer. I want results from your side.
27454.
27454.
27
4
4
5 4
5 4. Okay, 274
to the
5
base 10.
to the base 10. This is the r's complement of the subtrahend. This is the r's complement of the subtrahend. Am I correct? Now, what we are doing, we are adding minuend. We are adding 3250. We are adding this 3250 with the subtrahend, r's complement of the subtrahend. Here you can append 0. Why? Because here you see 5-digit number. Here we can see only 4-digit number. At the leftmost side you can add 0. At the leftmost side you can add 0. 2 7 4 2 7 4 5 4 2 7 4 5 4. Now what is the result we are getting? Tell me. 4
3070.
3070.
0 4 0 7 0.
0 3.
Okay, in this case you don't get any end carry. In this case you don't
Yes,
get
sir.
any. We get any end carry.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
We get any end carry.
No,
We
sir.
don't get.
No,
We,
sir.
in this case we don't get any end carry. In this case we don't get any end carry. Some people are saying we get an end carry. Some people are saying we get an end carry. When I can say
No,
it is an
sir.
end
We didn't.
carry. In this problem we don't get any end carry. Why? Because here if you observe the number of digits present in the minuend as well as number of digits present in the subtrahend, the number of digits present in the minuend is 5 digits or 5 digits. Sir, actually in the problem he is giving 4 digits only, but we can append a 0 at the leftmost side. Why? Because the subtrahend contains 5 bits. Whenever you are performing addition or subtraction, both the numbers should contain same number of digits. Both the numbers should contain same number of digits. That is the general mathematics principle. That is the reason I have appended 0 here. Now the minuend contains 5 digits as well as subtrahend also contains 5 digits. Subtrahend also contains 5 digits. Now if I perform addition, what I am doing here, I am performing addition. Here it is not a subtraction, we are performing addition. Why? Because in step 1 clearly we have written that in order to perform a minus b, in order to perform a minus b, that a minus b we are performing a plus r's complement of b, a plus r's complement of b. This is my r's complement of n, r's complement of n. This is r's complement of n. For this r's complement of n, I am adding n. M plus r's complement of n. In this case, I don't get an additional digit as sixth digit. I don't get any additional sixth digit. If I get a sixth digit, that I am considering it as an end carry. If I get a additional sixth digit, that I can consider it as a end carry. But here I don't get any additional sixth digit. How many digits are there in the minuend as well as subtrahend? I am getting the same number of digits. In this case, we don't get any end carry. If we don't get any end carry, what we are doing? We have to consider the case 2. A is less than B. Am I correct or not? In the given numbers, A is less than B
Yes,
or
sir.
not? A is less than B
Yes, sir.
clearly. By seeing the numbers, you can directly say whether A is greater than B or A is less than B. If it is a decimal number, it is easy to find out whether A is greater than B or A is less than B. But if it is a binary number, it is very difficult to tell whether A is less than B or A is greater than B. If it is a decimal number, by seeing the number, I can directly say whether A is greater than or equal to B or A is less than or equal to B. But for binary numbers, you can't say directly by seeing the binary numbers whether A is greater than B or A is less than B. Now, here the case 2, A is less than B, and what we have to do? Once again, I have to calculate this is the sum or the result which is obtained in step 1. This is the sum which I am obtaining from step 1. Up to now we have completed only step 1. Up to now we have completed our step 1. What we have written in our step 1? We have added our minuend with the subtrahend, r's complement of the subtrahend. This is our step 1. This is our step 1. And we are checking the result whether we are getting any end carry or not. In this case, I don't get any end carry. Now, this comes under case 2. What we are doing? Take the r's complement of the sum. Once again, calculate the r's complement. Now, what is the r's complement of 30740? R's complement of 30740.
69296. 69296.
69 69
296.
296. Now, after calculating the r's complement, now I have calculated the r's complement. That means the tens complement of the sum. What I am getting the result as, this is my final result. For this final result, what I have to do?
Negative sign we have to put.
I have to put a negative sign. 69,296. 69,296. 69,296. Okay, 69,296. This is my final result, and this we should consider it as our final result. Am I correct? Are you following? Are you able to follow the? Now, directly now, see here, I can rub this side and I can do our, how we are doing in our regular mathematics. I can do in that manner. Okay, I am not using our r's complement method. I am using our regular mathematics method. How we are subtracting these numbers. Okay, by using a regular method. Okay, 7 regular mathematics on a paper or on a board or on a book. How we are doing now? Actually, we cannot subtract this with this. What we are doing here? 7 to 546. 7 to 546. Okay, 6 minus 0. 6. 14 minus 5. 14 minus 5. 9. 4 minus 2. 2. 11 minus 3. 11 only.
Minus 3, sir. 12.
Sorry, 12 minus 3. 9.
9.
6. Now, if you consider the magnitude, the minus magnitude is more, and when compared to the plus magnitude, and we have to keep a negative sign. Why? Because the subtrahend is more when compared to the minuend, and we have to keep a negative sign. That is what we are getting in here also. In this approach also, we are getting the same answer or not?
Yes, sir.
But what we are doing here, we are not subtracting the numbers. What we are doing here, in case of, we are adding the numbers. We are adding the numbers. That you have to remember. We are not subtracting. We are adding two numbers, and we are getting the result. What we are getting, if we do the normal mathematics, what we are getting the final result. If we add by using these complements method, we are getting the same result. We are getting the same result. Everyone, are you understanding? Everyone, are you following?
Yes, sir.
Now, what you have to do is, The same problem. Please interchange the minuend and subtractand and tell me the result what you are getting. Please interchange these minuend subtractand values and what is the result you are getting. Please tell me whether you are getting the correct answer or not.
6929.
Do these all these steps and tell me the final answer. Don't say directly. Do these all these steps, whether it is fall into case 1 or whether it is fall into case 2. Please tell me those things. Do in your notebook. Please interchange these numbers and do in your notebook.